Occupational Therapy in the Era of Artificial Intelligence. Welcome to this introductory video exploring AI use within occupational therapy. First, we'll explore, what is artificial intelligence? When you think of artificial intelligence or AI, you might picture generative AI models, robots, or even the algorithms behind self-driving cars. These are all great examples, but on a higher level. AI refers to a branch of computer science focused on creating intelligent machines capable of performing tasks typically associated with human cognition, such as reasoning and problem-solving. Within AI is a field called machine learning, focused on developing models and algorithms that learn from data to make predictions and find patterns. Nested within that is deep learning, which uses artificial neural networks, a type of computational model created after the human brain. Advances in neural networks have driven the rapid evolution of modern AI and have formed the foundation of many generative AI tools you may use today. To better understand how neural networks work, imagine a system with three main components: an input layer, multiple hidden layers, and an output layer. These artificial networks are modeled after biological neurons, where signals pass through interconnected nodes to process information. The network is first trained on data, adjusting internal connections to recognize patterns. Once trained, we can input new data, which is processed through the model before ultimately producing a prediction or output. Notably, the model will only generate predictions based on what it has learned from the training data. If it's trained on biased or inaccurate data, this will be reflected in its outputs. For example, if a model learns that bananas are always orange, it might misidentify a carrot as a banana. That's why high-quality, representative training data is so important. Remember, garbage in, garbage out. To better understand how a large language model like ChatGPT processes input text, let's explore the practice known as natural language processing. First, in tokenization, your text is broken into units called tokens, such as individual words. Next, the tokens are mapped, where they are each associated with a number for mathematical processing. Finally, these numbers are embedded into a vector space where similar tokens are placed closer together. This enables AI models to detect patterns and relationships in language. Now that we understand how AI works, let's shift to how it's being applied in healthcare and occupational therapy. AI is already transforming healthcare. Radiologists use AI to assist in analyzing medical images, improving disease diagnosis. Drug discovery is faster than ever with AI-powered models. Personalized medicine uses algorithms to tailor treatments based on a person's genes, environment, and lifestyle. For occupational therapy, the Canadian Association of Occupational Therapists identifies 5 key AI applications: assessment and monitoring, administrative tasks, education, aging in place, and interventions. For assessment and monitoring, AI-powered wearable sensors or computer vision tools can assist in gait and cognitive screening. AI can also help reduce admin work by summarizing clinical notes and automating appointment scheduling. Next, regarding education, AI has drastically changed the educational landscape, capable of assisting in writing assignments and creating case studies for students. While there's nothing inherently wrong with using AI, it is important to consider some ethical considerations with its use, which we will delve into later in this video. Finally, for aging in place, AI-enabled tools such as smart home devices and even robot pets can support independent living and monitoring, offering both companionship and functionality. Now, what about the capacity of generative AI models to design and create intervention strategies for clients? A 2024 study from Turkey looked at just that. Using clinical data and assessment information, this case study focuses on ChatGPT tailoring an intervention for a client with cognitive impairment. Notably, the article claims that ChatGPT may help occupational therapists as a tool to design simple computer-programmed assistive technology interventions without requiring additional professional input. While this presents an exciting opportunity, it is crucial to acknowledge the limitations associated with these AI models. There could be pitfalls if we depend on generative AI without critical evaluation when creating interventions. That brings us to an important limitation of AI: the ethical considerations of its use. This includes data privacy, accuracy of information, bias and equity, and finally interpretability of AI models. To address these challenges, we will outline clear guidelines and best practices for the use of AI. Let's start with data privacy. Third-party AI tools often store user data on foreign cloud servers, which may be vulnerable to breaches and access from third parties. Always disable chat history, avoid entering personal information, and anonymize any client data you use. Next, accuracy. AI can sometimes produce hallucinations, confidently stated but incorrect information. In healthcare and clinical contexts, this can have serious consequences. Additionally, most AI tools lack strong clinical evidence. Few have undergone randomized trials, making their effectiveness and safety uncertain in clinical settings. Always verify AI outputs. You are ultimately responsible for ensuring the correctness of the information. Now let's talk about bias. Generative AI models are trained on internet data, which may reflect systemic inequalities and often lack underrepresented worldviews, such as indigenous knowledge systems. Biased AI isn't just unethical, it's clinically perilous. A tool that works in one population may fail in another. Ensure to evaluate outputs critically, and never base clinical decisions solely on AI-generated content. Lastly, interpretability. Many AI models are black boxes, we can't see how they make decisions. This limits our ability to explain or justify decisions to clients. To maintain ethical and effective practice, always approach AI outputs with skepticism and judgment, especially when working with higher-risk populations. Moving along, AI's environmental impact is another critical consideration often overlooked. This impact spans three main stages: data storage, model training, and model use. Due to the high computational costs of AI systems, companies rely on large-scale data centers housing thousands of computers to store data, process tasks, and generate outputs. These facilities require vast amounts of energy, with many data centers being powered by fossil fuels, releasing CO2, and contributing to climate change. Additionally, these data centers use water to cool down servers, with estimates of 4.2 to 6.6 billion cubic meters of water withdrawal in 2027 related to data centers. Moreover, training generative AI models contributes significantly to carbon emissions. One study found that training OpenAI's GPT-3 model resulted in 502 metric tons of carbon emissions, equivalent to driving 112 gasoline-powered cars for a year. Even after the release of these models, every user interaction, from asking questions to uploading a document for proofreading, results in carbon emissions. More complex tasks, such as generating images, have a higher carbon footprint. Finally, as we wrap up, it is important to contextualize today's AI developments in a broader historical context. Just as past technological revolutions reshaped how we lived and worked, the rise of AI presents both challenges and opportunities for occupational therapy. The Industrial Revolution disrupted lives and livelihoods. Machines replaced human labor, and society had to adapt. However, few could have imagined the new opportunities and roles that would emerge, ranging from software engineering to IT jobs. We're now entering an AI revolution. As occupational therapists, we're trained in change management, supporting people as they adapt to new realities. This is our opportunity to lead an ethical, inclusive, sustainable, and person-centered future increasingly shaped by AI.